Today we're back working on the 85 Suburban. Rear main action. I just got this out of the top of the block. Did not record it, should have, sorry. Sorry guys. The big lip, which is this side, goes towards the inside of the block. So you look at it, and this is there. Oh, I guess. There. Actually, sorry. Like that. Nope, never mind. I had it right the first time. Yep. So, that, you have to use a good pair of that, and then a very tiny punch. I recommend a brass one. If you can't find a brass one, people say try using a chopstick. Chopstick might not want to work very well. They are pretty stuck. And make sure you go on probably this side of it. I guess, well, if you put it in the right way. I'd probably try going on that side. I meant. So less chance of destroying things. It's kind of harder to get to, but you also have a slightly bigger area. It is easier to grab on pliers on this side, probably. So I spent some time getting that out. My little thing of oil. So I actually just started doing it, and I think I have it. So I got the rear main in on that side. So you stick your little tiny piece of whatever in. It's kind of pushed itself out while pushing it in. And you put that over the edges there. So you see those little shape right there. So you want to put that over that. On mine, I had to bend up the end because there's a stud in the way to be able to get the thing around without scratching it. So now that I think I have it in there, pull that out. So you see it just sits just like this to block all that, cover all that stuff so it's not sharp. So now, some people say to offset them a little bit one way more than the other, which I think I will do, but just not very much, just a tiny bit. Because I like them the way they sit right now. I'd probably push this end in a tiny bit, and from that, all right, some people say just put a tiny little dab of RTV on both sides, so I think I'll do that. I'll put that together, double check the pan surface, dab RTV, and put the pan back on. Where is that oil coming from? Huh? It's almost like it's a 40-year-old thing that likes to leak. There's something supposed to be hooked up to that tiny little lever right there. You see the girth on these pins though, they're chunky. All I'm saying is 4-bolt main right there. 4-bolt main. Definitely the factory converter. I don't know what's happening with the exhaust, but apparently the rattled, so Grandpa fixed on that good. But just saying, manifolds on these aren't really that bad. We can get rid of whatever the stupid smog stuff is. Don't tell no EPA about that one. I don't say nothing. And probably we're gonna end up taking all that off, and then shorty headers maybe, and ain't no cats do a cat back. So what do? Just do a full exhaust. Transmission's leaky. We have filter and stuff for that. What is all that fluid that's shooting out the side? Ah, help me. Good luck trying to find another one this solid around here. There's still so much paint on things. I don't even think they just come from the factory with a rusted out piece of garbage, right? Aren't they supposed to look like that? Yeah, so there you go. Rear main install. There's lots of good, very, very good videos if I did a very poor job explaining it. But you just want to make sure you pull the main off. After you pull the one bolt for the oil pump, that cut pops off. Make sure you don't lose your drive shaft, or make sure you take your drive shaft out, or make sure it stays, so you don't want to bend that or drop that. That'll be a sad day. So you pop that out. The draft shaft does all the things, which goes to that hole, I think. I think it's that one. That one looks right. Maybe it's wrong. Actually, no, I can. You can see the little shaft in there, maybe. Little flat spot. Little flat. And you pop that out. You pull your 2 bolts for the main. Don't hit it with a metal hammer, because that'd be dumb. Don't be dumb. Be smart, like you are. So you don't want to crack any of that or mar any of that up. So you pull out. Make sure you leave at least one. Leave both bolts in part way, so you can pop it out and it doesn't drop on you. Like I just dropped junk in my eyes. So you make sure you drop it out nice, and then you pull the main out. It's really easy to get the 1/2 of the rear main off. It should be. It gets stuck pretty easy. Well, easy after a long time. So then with this, you just put it on. You just do what I said earlier, and you go from there. I wish these were like an LS. Well, first of all, deep skirt's always nice, but you know, she's fine. But being able to have the 4-bolt cross bolt on this, on the rear main and front main, would be very nice. But it is what it is.
New oil pan gasket. You can see the blue guy looking out there. New filter. Painted oil pan. Painted inspection cover. Got those bolts put in. A couple of those guys. Our lights getting in the way. Exhaust might need some work. Not sure the story about that clamp, but we'll learn more about that later. And looking good. So we're getting ready to dump some fresh oil in here. Someone's making noise over there. We'll keep them around though. Make sure nothing leaks. And with our new rear main and our new gasket and all that stuff, yeah, we're getting there. Okay, we're getting optimistic here. I mean, realistic.
PCV air.
So we marked all the parts.
Yep.
So we got all the bottom done, put back together. Our carb has been rebuilt to the best of our ability, which is pretty good. We got the old filter and the new one. And we're going to put all that back together and see what it can do. So if it starts decent enough and runs decent enough, we're gonna open the door, go drive around the field a little bit, drive around the field roads, and see how it behaves. Today it's about 35, so not cold, certainly not hot though, not real cold. And we'll see what this unit will do for us. We did disable the ignition and turn it over for probably 10-15 seconds just to prime the oil, to get the oil right up to the top. And it sounded quiet, so it wasn't banging and whatever, so that's good. We dumped 5 quarts of 1030 or something in there just for now. And later on, once we get her up to summertime and driving time, we'll probably run 1540 in it with extra dinosaurs, and vitamins and minerals. Yeah, no roller cam here, so lots of flat tap and everything. Okay, let's make sure it works. Here in Minnesota, when your air filter looks like that, when it should look like that, you know, Minnesota is rust.